What's up, everyone? Arctic here, bringing you guys a brand new Running Ranked episode. This is number 6 of season 6. So for Gears of War Judgment, I'm using that female Onyx guard, and I have the Markza. It's another Markza gameplay. And the reason I went back a little bit is because this is a drastically different type of ranked game. Playing against Insane Killa from the Insane's national champions for Gears of War 2. I believe he has one other player that he's playing with in this game. And I just want you guys to kind of pay attention for the first half of this, because I'm not going to talk about the gameplay of how this kind of unfolds. And just this is one of the things we were talking about in really in high level play, how much of the rifles, they really change the aspect of the game. Now, if you guys missed Active Reload episode number 4, we kind of directly addressed the update that Epic kind of silently released over the weekend / Monday-ish of the week, and Epic actually addressed our show directly and responded to some of our concerns. You guys are going to see this is a really nice spot here. Waited for that shot, got a headshot right there in between the pork chop sign. Anyway, Epic addressed some of our concerns. Raxzilla and Jim Brown were on there talking about it, and they brought up two things that I particularly mentioned. One of them was the way that they release their updates. They are not going to do it like that again. Raxzilla said that that will not happen again. So, whenever they release an update, they will have it on the forums or on their website, however they're going to do it. All right, I want to mention right here, I'm left-handing, and so you guys see that those shots going into the wall. I don't know, I haven't really talked about left-hand advantage. I might do it in a video. Talked about it on Gears of War 3. If you guys are wondering why that was hitting the corner there, is because I was left-handing right there. Just had to quickly explain that. Anyway, so that was one thing you talked about. The patch notes will be coming out with updates in the future. Won't happen again. The other thing that they talked about, and Jim directly responded to that, another headshot, was that the playlist. I brought up something about the playlist, saying, this is a small, tight-knit community. We don't need 26, playlists like Gears of War 3. I think right now we're like at 15, 14, something like that, and it's just too many. And so he said that that's going to be addressed as well very soon. So I mean, from my standpoint too, the biggest issues I had were addressed. The rifle buffs, kind of negligible for me personally. I know it affects the competitive community quite a bit. And, I just, my main thing is that it wasn't needed, but now that it's in place, it just makes the game, that much more, I'd say easier, not as fun for a lot of players. And it really wasn't needed. If you wanted to use a rifle, like the Lancer or the Hammerburst, you just needed to get good with it and understand the position and areas to play that would make you, optimal with that particular weapon. I think a lot of people kind of don't take that approach when they're trying to use it. They try to use a Lancer in a shotgun range, and it's like, that's not what it's meant for. So, that's neither here nor there, but they talked about the rifle buffs down in the description. Again, this is an important episode because there's a lot of links down there. There is a poll up to revert the values for the rifles back to out of the box experience. I actually voted for that particular option. There's a couple other ones. People, there's like an option for keeping it the same. There's an option for tweaking it slightly, and I can't remember what the last one is, but that link is down in the description as well. Epic created a poll. I don't know if they're going to actually act on that poll. They kind of said that'll be a factor in their decisioning for whatever they do in the future with the rifles. So if you're interested in seeing some change, look down in the description once again, check that out. And if you want to watch the stream or Active Reload, all of those are down in the description, so you guys can check them out. Now, I got to talk about the game right now, because you guys are seeing one of the spots that I absolutely love with the Markza, and it's over in books. And I think I've gotten like 4 headshots just setting up right here. You guys can call it camping, whatever. I told you when I snipe, I'm a setup sniper, and this is a pretty intense game. For the simple fact that I know who I'm playing. They're pretty coordinated. You guys saw that most of their teammates were located over there. and this is a power position if you have the Markza. One of the reasons I really like this particular spot is because snipers like to set up on this side. If you play your cards right, you can do a lot of damage to players that aren't really paying attention to what you're doing over there. And if you have teammates with you, they can kind of watch torque, and you're only really worried about watching players underneath you. So if you have headsets on, you can kind of listen for that. If you have grenades, you can frequently grab that ammo box, whether it be inks or frags, and you just nade down those steps behind you. You pretty much have this area on lockdown with the Markza. It's one of my favorite spots on this map, just for the simple fact that if people come up torque side, you can, switch to the other window like I'm doing right now, look over there, and that's what I was trying to do, just kind of going back and forth. But the way they were kind of corralled, they weren't making any pushes up on me, so I was able to sit in that window for a while, and it just ended up working out rather well. Now, the other spot I kind of like is right on that particular duct on the rooftop, and the reason is because on games like Domination, if you look down right over that duct that I was at previously, you can see down into, I think it's B, right in that little skinny alley in the street right in front of Pork Chops. And it's just an excellent spot. So this is like a power position for me personally with the Markza. But there's a couple other areas that I like to play. Almost all of them are up on the rooftop. The Bushka spot is also pretty good on this map, but for the most part, I just like roaming around in here. So you guys see I'm nading down those steps. Couldn't quite get the kill. I have a shotgun, so I kind of pushed aggressively to try to get this. Am I gonna get it? I don't even remember. I think I am. Yeah, I did end up getting that kill. Missed a couple shots there, made that a little bit longer than necessary, and now I have another guy shooting me. So they made it a priority to get me out of that position. I went for the mantle kick there. He didn't actually push up all the way. Am I gonna get killed right here? I'm not exactly sure. There's that up A alignment thing. On gears, that shot would have come out of the barrel of the gun, and I probably would have got a kill. And instead, it went like wide and to the right because the center of the screen was just, when I hit the button, it was just not aligned properly. So there's just a number of little things. I actually shot at the wrong person there at first, got a headshot, corrected myself, fixed that, missed the sniper on me. I'm still in this area. You guys see, like I said, this is a power position. I think they end up actually nading me out of this eventually, which you guys are going to see, which is another thing that you kind of got to watch for, is nades through the window. And if you're scoped in like I'm in, it's really hard to tell because those nades, I don't really think you get an indicator for them. So, if you get caught off guard, maybe it's not this gameplay, but I thought it was. If you get caught off guard, and you're not paying attention, you'll just die. And it's probably really the only way to flush me out if I'm with a team successfully. There it is, right there. So that's one of the things that I particularly remember from this game is, if you're scoped in and you're trying to get that cross map shot, you really got to be wary of those nades because you will definitely die from the frags if it's a well placed grenade. But for the most part, like, the Markza is just excellent on this map if you have a coordinated team and you kind of get them on lockdown in a number of spots. This guy's that's one of those things where I don't know how I didn't kill him right there. I ended up getting the kill, but I felt like I should have gotten it. I don't know if I was just overshooting, if that was a bad spot, but I had all red right there. I remember that shot, and I was just like, what's going on? What is going on? So I didn't really look at it too up close. I might do that here in a little bit, maybe after this commentary, and kind of look at it, see what happened. But I don't know what could have possibly happened. I feel like that happens infrequently with the Markza. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys can see it was a much slower paced game. I'm really trying to set up, but position is very important with the Markza. And till the next time, peace. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to like the video and subscribe for future installments in the Running Ranked series.